Mani Dongala, Mokuzaba Frecho.
Being a sape is an addiction. Is a very, very bad addiction. I started constantly buying in 2005. How much I can spend, there's no limit. Because there are clothes that I pay for $5,000 for one pair of jacket. So I don't see if there's any limit. There's no limit. The most expensive jacket I bought with Vivienne Westwood was £1,800, £1,800, and it is a jacket with I will show it to you. Yeah. Sapology is a class, is a group of people. They like to dress up. You don't just get it, you become a sape. There's no like mats or little things you have to put together. No, it's only about clothes. People like to call me le nationaliste. The nationalist just means that I will eat British, I will dress British, I will drive British, that's all. Yes. I was about 15 and a half, going to 16. I had my first daughter. I wanted 10 kids and I was blessed with 10 kids. I was about 14 going to 15 when I left Congo. I could see things becoming a bit difficult, not for me because I was still at school, but for my mum, for example. I was living with her and she was making too much effort for me to feed me, and that's why I just said, no, I'm gonna go. Every day I work for 10 hours. Yeah, I do two works. In fact, I do the building side, and I also drive coaches. When I came in this country, it was more work. Then, because I was, into my community all the time, they criticize and they do things that differently, and we love it that way. But I heard someone mentioning, oh, he's a mechanic. So I was not a mechanic. He called me a mechanic because of the way I was dressed. Then I said, all right, from now, I'm gonna go higher. I went to Vivienne Westwood. Then I said to myself, oh, this is quite unusual, this is different. Because I just avoid to wear what other people wear. I like to do things my own way. I started dressing up with Vivienne Westwood, and people call me punk. So at that time, being a punk and being Congolese, it did not match. So people kept looking at me that way. Oh, look, his clothes he's wearing is upside down, or is not right. And I kept doing it all the time. Then finally I become so known on my community.
What does your wife think of you being sape?
Oh, she wouldn't mind before, but now that I've got to do extra hours and do 2 jobs, and I'm not as young as 20 years ago anymore, so that affects the family as well. I don't want none of my kids to become sape, because sape will never pay you. You pay the money, you giving the big people more money. The only advice I would give to people who want to join sapology is to think again. For me, there's no way out. If your name is lights up, there's no way out. They will call you names, they will criticize you. No, there's no way out. I don't qualify, I don't call myself as a sape. I call myself a teacher. I was the first one to drive buses on my community in London. I was the first one to have a shop. I was the first one to introduce Vivian Westwood into my community. Many people know me. I went to Congo recently, about 2 weeks ago, and I looked around. I said, why can't I bring up something positive and try to do a power station in Congo? With that power station, because of my name and because of my image, people will come and build around the area. I don't dress up for anyone. I dress up for myself. You don't have to be Congolese to be a Sape. It's any community. You can be white, Chinese, Indian, black. But when you're dressing at the higher level, that's when you become Sape. So everyone follow what I'm doing. And I'm proud of it.